Hello everybody, welcome back to another tropical update. It is June 28th, 2021, and today we'll be talking about tropical depression number 4 and 3 other areas that I'm looking at. One of them is in the East Pacific, but as you can see, most of the convection on tropical depression number 4 is all dislocated over here. What I think, it's either going to be like right before landfall or right after landfall. This thing is going to be upgraded to 40-mile-per-hour winds because it doesn't have that much time left, honestly. It's running out very, very fast, which is not good news because this thing just randomly formed. Remember, it had a 10% chance. It was the lowest chance out of everything, and now it's a tropical depression. So take a look at this hurricane right here. You can tell right there is the center because you can see the center clearly. I think the strongest winds right now are in this area, these two areas. But it's moving in this direction, somewhere in this direction, and I'm gonna say max winds with this system on my advisory are gonna be at 70 with the pressure down up to 992 because it's just falling apart rapidly. Yeah, that was my thing on it. If we look at Invest 95L, very disorganized. I can't even tell there's an Invest there. But models have it hitting Florida, which isn't that, well, it's not that good for Florida, but it'll probably be like a remnant, or maybe even a tropical storm, which some models say, but most of them say like remnant. So, most of them do say tropical storm winds actually when it makes it to Florida, because 144, 164, most of them have it making it to Florida 144 hours. As you can see, 144 hours on here, even to 168 hours, which some of them have it hitting Florida. It still has tropical storm status, which is really really interesting to see a storm already making it like that. But you got the hurricane down there. It's falling apart very fast. But we play this out in time. You see that system? I'm not really worried about that system anymore, but watch right there. See that system? It gets down to 999 millibars, and then finally starts to die off. But then watch what comes behind it. We're already getting trailing tropical waves, which is not good for this time of year. But as you watch that wave, watch it play out in time, you can see it moves into the Southwest Caribbean, kind of stalls. But then as you see, it does a crossover and actually stays alive in the East Pacific, which is, it's really interesting. I did not know that. So, yeah, I knew they could do that. I just really see that. You got the wave, which is moving in this direction now, and it's expected to hit Florida and then curve up the coast. Even the models that take it through the Caribbean, even the models that do take it through the Caribbean have it curving also up the coast. Gotta watch out for these islands down here have to watch out for a possible one and then 2 hit, which would be really interesting if that does happen there. You have whatever this strong system over there is going to be, which actually is really interesting because, as you can see, pressure down to 973 at the latest areas, and you can see pressure as far as it goes out is 986, which why does that say 973 then? But, satellite imagery, there, it just shows the system finally starting to come together like you see it down there. But after this plays out, we actually could see a tropical system. And then you see this system. Wait, does this system come from the... Oh, it's just Central American gyre. It's just a broad area of low pressure spinning up systems everywhere. That's what that is. Yeah, you see it gets down to 1,005 millibars. But this is in 288 hours, which is a pretty long time. Look at the sea surface temperatures. They're pretty warm, I would say. Well, really warm in the Gulf and stuff. If you keep looking at the Gulf, you can see, like, normally you'd think stuff would develop in this area or like this area or even off of the coast of Florida, we see most of the storms develop. We've only seen one storm, which you all remember, it was Claudette that developed, but most of them, well, I mean, I guess most of them have been in the right areas. They just tracked in the wrong areas. Like, Anna formed up here, and then literally just beeline for the north. Close call with TD, which would have been TD number 4 down here, but that never happened. It was very close. We have 3 more waves coming off the coast of Africa that could develop. See, we got the first one, which moves like that. We got the second one, which moves like this. We got the third one, which also moves like this, except just a little bit farther north. And then above average. Well, this is in like a couple days, so it's above average. This area is below average. Now, I have no clue how this area is all below average. But these temperatures are running a little bit warm in some areas. Like, I'm talking relatively towards the north, but whatever. If we look at the Atlantic wide, you can see that we just wait for this to load. As you can see, wait. Oh, okay. Sorry. Boom, and there we go. And as you can see, we have tropical wave that did make it all the way over here, producing tons of tropical moisture. You can just hint out the rotation of TD number 4. We have a lot of activity in this area particularly, and in this most south area particularly. Like I said, the wave, this wave, and I don't know where the center of this wave is, but this wave, that's an arrow. This wave, this wave's moving somewhere in this direction now. This wave, I would have it moving towards here and then finally getting its chances to develop all throughout there. This wave also is getting its chances to develop all throughout there. It's a big mess of stuff. But, if we look at the forecast models, you can see stuff. Let's take a look at what the National Hurricane Center has to say. TD number 4, it says slight chance, very slight chance of it becoming a tropical storm over land, but 30 to 40 chances of it becoming a tropical storm. Peak storm surge is not going to be that high, 1 to 3 feet above water, which is actually already a lot. But warnings and surface, we only have tropical storm force warnings. There's been no tropical storm force winds, and we've only had one forecast track of it. I did not know that. I was about to type in YouTube on accident. Let's take a look back at the intensity goggles for Indus 5. They're okay. I think this is from 00Z. So we take a look at the system already that's about to make landfall right there. Boom, boom, boom. Watch it get sucked into a cold front and then goes back down into Michigan. See right about there's, I think. Boom, you see that system? It gets sucked into the cold front and sucked out to sea. And that would be very not that good for some areas. We could get another severe threat in Michigan when this cold front lashes storms at us. But yeah, we were under tornado watch, which I was happily to say I enjoyed because I like tornado watches. But as you can see, this model run has a system in the Gulf actually. But most of the model runs like the NamCan 12 cheese, NamCan cheese. The cheesy NamCan. You watch this system right there. NamCan 3 is looking really interesting what it does with. Okay, never mind. It's not looking as interesting as it was yesterday. Aircraft Recon Center. It was supposed to fly into it this afternoon. It's just getting to fly into it, I think. No, the plane's all the way over here. What is it doing? It's supposed to be over here. I mean, they found tropical storm force winds in it, but it's supposed to be over here. Yeah, you see, they found some tropical storm force winds, but it's supposed to be all the way over there. I don't know what they're doing. Yeah, you see, very sheared. You're getting blow-ups and convections. The convection is starting to go near the center as we've been talking about this. I don't know how to pronounce that either. Let's take another look at the analyzed sea surface temperatures, which is very warm right now for this time of year. This area is warming up rapidly. I literally just talked about this yesterday. This was 26 degrees. Like, here, let me just show you really fast. You see this right here was not there, nor this, nor most of the 26s. This wasn't even here. Neither was this orange. So that area was warming up really fast. There's also something really weird because you see right on the coast of some areas it's getting colder. It got really colder for some reason. Like right off the Florida coast, temperatures just randomly dropped to 27 degrees Celsius, but that might have been because of Claudette moved through there and mixed up the waters, even though Florida didn't get affected. Even though most of Florida was not affected by the system, the outer bands came through actually like all the state of Florida and spun up the water temperatures, which caused it to get colder. If we look at the ocean analysis, and if we look at the how above average is going to be, like the subtropical regions of the Atlantic is mostly above average, but like you got this whole south area that's also neutral or above average, and then you got like the central areas of the Atlantic, and then you got just below average everywhere, besides for the mid-Atlantic. The mid-Atlantic is above average. It's pretty good for this time. But it's just this, the main development region, like the wave we're tracking is already moving through here. But this is the weird part. All the waves are moving down south of the colder waters. Like this might go through some below average water temperatures, but after that it's moving into these water temperatures and these water temperatures. So we could see development. And if something does move into the Gulf, conditions are lining up right now to be super conducive for development. So if something does move into the Gulf, we might have to watch out for potential really fast strengthening system. Not saying anything is possible. But as you can see, we look at totally forgot where the wind shear is. I actually forgot where the wind shear is. There it is. We look at the wind shear. You can see you got lots of shear affecting that one little system. You can tell, like I said, it was digging into that. Was pushing on the convection to the east. But watch this. See that tiny system down there? This one down there is being affected by wind shear to the north. But some systems learn to kind of like ingest the wind shear into themselves. But this is the wind shear right now. As you can see, this system down there does get affected by like super weak wind shear. But other than that, it's nothing that I haven't seen yet. Like watch this, wait for this to load. As you can see, we play this back out in time because for some reason it likes to take forever to load. You have a lot of shear dominating the Atlantic. Well, a lot of light shear dominating the Atlantic, which is not good right now. Wait, what is that? Oh, I thought that was the airplane for a second. I thought it was the Aircraft Recon Center, but no, it's an X. But like these are all the areas that would probably be unfavorable for development. Like subtropical region, even though it's mostly above average, it's got quite a bit of shear for that time. Quite a bit of shear moving in this direction. So if anything like develops down here, it's not going to be that strong because the shear picks up rapidly as it moves that way. And the Gulf, that's just an upper level low, so that's causing shear. You got the Caribbean with barely any shear besides for this one tiny pocket. The main development region, the south area has shear. Most of this area, you can see this area has kind of a covering protecting this. Obviously, the high pressure is going to have shear. I mean, what did you expect for a high pressure? It's supposed to be push storms south, which is why storms don't like high pressures, probably. We forecast this out in time. You see the shear does drop down significantly, but after that, the system dies. Shear does pick back up, and you see that system moving into the Pacific. After that, the Caribbean and the northeast part of the Gulf gets really sheery, really sheer. You only got the Bay of Campeche, and one of the southern areas of the Caribbean left without shear. But then that does open up for development in these areas, the mid-North Atlantic. Then you got the strip of no shear in the areas where the tropical waves come off the coast of Africa, main development region. But let me just go ahead and take one last look at the National Hurricane Center. There's Hurricane Enquin. I still don't know how to pronounce it, but whatever. Tropical Depression 4. And when it could become a tropical storm, not going to say it does, but and let's take one last look at the map, and hope you all enjoyed this tropical depression and 3 other areas to watch. I hope you all enjoyed this tropical update, and I'll see you guys tomorrow, and have a great day, everybody.